morning. So it's currently 9:30 in the morning. I just got off my 9 a.m. Daily huddle, we call it at work. And I actually don't have any other meetings scheduled for this morning, which is so rare. So I'm going to pack up my stuff and head down to a cafe. That's been a really good way of keeping me feeling productive when I work from home full time, because it forces me to be in an environment with other people who are also being productive. I'm gonna head down there. I apologize, I'm not using my camera right now. It was a little too high definition for this morning. And my cat kept me up all night. I don't think you guys have met Tito yet, but here's Tito. Tito, say hi. Say, I'm sorry for scratching your legs, Mom, all night because I wanted to cuddle. Yeah, okay. I feel like Tito deserves a little bit more of an introduction. So I adopted him less than a month ago. Well, I rescued him. And he's awesome. He's a little tabby Siamese mix, we think. And he's pretty cool. He has a lot of personality, as most orange cats do. Can I have a kiss? I taught him how to sit, so I'll have to show you guys that. But he's very smart. He just has a mind of his own and tells me what to do all day. So. Okay, so it's now, there go the bells. It's 5 o'clock. I am pretty much done for the day. Usually I end up working a little bit over 5 o'clock, or I start a bit before 9. But today I was able to get all of my tasks done on time. But in case you guys are wondering what my day-to-day looks like, basically all of my tasks today were, I had to do this monthly report that we do for our clients, which is basically like a giant ad report. So we look at all of their advertising efforts across all channels. We make sure everything's good. We write up a little write-up about everything. And then we also do a Google Ads export, which just takes forever. That took me a few hours today. And then besides that, I did some social media content for a couple clients and just some monthly SEO and SEM work. So that was my day-to-day. That's pretty standard for me. I'm involved with mostly just that stuff and some account management. So that's pretty much what I do in a day if you guys were interested, because I've been showing myself working, but I didn't actually really tell you guys what I do. I'm a marketing project manager, so that's my official title role. So my plan for the rest of the day is to make a HelloFresh for dinner, and then I want to start editing this video and also revamp my personal website a little bit. And I'm gonna make some time to play with this little hunk right here. Yeah, he's annoyed with me because I wasn't paying enough attention to him, so now I'm getting the tail wag. Not the tail wag. Not the tail wag. Okay, so it's actually Friday now. Nothing really eventful happened this week, so I ended up not filming a ton. But right now I am just getting ready to head into the city. I'm going to go get drinks with a couple different people after work today. One of them is actually a girl from Bumble BFF, which is something that I've been trying to do to just make friends in the area and that sort of thing. And we're going to this place called Somewhere Nowhere, which looks like it has a really cool vibe, so I'm super excited for that. But yeah, most of my week has just been working. I haven't really done much, which is why I only filmed the one day, because that was a pretty standard work day in my life. But yeah, tonight I'm gonna try and film getting drinks a couple different places and just the process of getting into the city from Hoboken. I've been trying to master the clean girl aesthetic, so I've been buying all this dewy makeup. So if anyone has any suggestions for how I can make my makeup look more dewy, let me know. Also, if anybody lives in the New York City area and wants to be friends, hit me up on my Instagram because I will be friends with you. Right now, I only know 3 people in this entire area, and that's not even exaggerating. Like, I actually only know 3 people here, so I'm trying to expand my group a little bit and have some more people. Right now, when I'm filming this, next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend is Easter, and of course the 3 people that I know here are all going home, and my parents are visiting my brother at college, so I'm literally stuck here knowing nobody to hang out with for the entire weekend. And I have Tito now, my cat that I just got, and so I could like bring him home just to my hometown and like see a couple of my home friends, but that would mean that I have to take him on the train with me, and then figure out a ride from the train station to my house, and it just sounds complicated, and he's like finally adjusting to my apartment here, so I don't want to like freak him out by bringing him somewhere new again. I don't know, I feel bad, but it's gonna be a really lonely weekend, so that's why I need more friends. What you guys can't see right now is the fact that Tito is like staring at me, because I have my mirror and then my camera right next to it. You get a photo of what he looks like. It's so creepy. Wait, psst, he just looked away because I took out my camera. Tito, I also have no idea what to wear tonight. Right now the weather in New York is that confusing temperature where it's like 60 degrees during the day and then in the 40s at night. So I have no idea what the heck to wear, because when I show up in the city it's gonna be like 64, and then by the time I leave tonight it's gonna be in the 40s. So, and it's sunny out, so I'm like, ooh, I want to wear like a sundressy outfit, especially because the place that we're going, the somewhere nowhere place, is like floral and kind of has that like, I don't know, vibe, sundress vibe to it. But then the other places are more like dark and, you know, dark and city-esque, and nobody here wears any color, so I just don't know what to wear. Also, when I was moving here, part of me like doesn't know what I was thinking, because I literally hate high fashion. Like, I hate fashion trends that come and go in like the matter of weeks. It just annoys me, and usually they're ugly. I'm not really into wearing like all dark stuff, so this has been a serious learning curve for me. It's not that I think high fashion looks bad on other people, I just think it looks horrible on myself, and I don't really know how to do it, so I'm not even gonna try. Okay, so I think makeup is pretty much done. My hair is done. This is basically what I'm gonna leave it as. So now I just have to figure out what the heck I'm wearing because of the weather conundrum. Okay, so I am all dressed now. I think I've finally solidified what I'm wearing. So I have on this top that I bought on Shein actually, like last summer, and I haven't worn it at all. Wearing jeans from Zara, shoes are like little white things. They are from Marshall's. I don't even know if that was in the frame or not. I'm gonna go out to my mirror and give you guys like an actual view of my outfit so you can see. These earrings are from Windsor. I always get compliments on them when I wear them out, and I bought them for a Harry Styles concert. Amazing. Necklaces were from Target, and ring is from this little store here in Hoboken. So I'm thinking jacket wise, I'm just gonna wear like a light blazer and then just hold it when I'm walking in the city, and I'll just put it on tonight when it gets a little bit colder. But I think for the most part this shirt tends to get like lifted up when I wear a coat over it, and I don't want that to happen because it's already cropped and I don't want to expose anything. You can already like see my bra through it, so I just don't want to expose anything. Hi guys, I'm so sorry I did not film much of this night at all. This is me in the Uber, but I'm going to do a quick little highlight of the things that happened during this night. One highlight from the night was, actually it wasn't a highlight, but this is me driving through the Holland Tunnel with all 4 windows down because the Uber decided he wanted to have the windows down. Thought I was going to die of carbon monoxide poisoning. Here's a pretty city view that I took. Then went to Sephora and accidentally left with the basket. I didn't buy anything, but I literally took the basket with me, walked all the way down the block, and then freaked out, and I went back and I returned it, and it was so awkward because I was like, hi, I accidentally took the basket. And the only other highlight is that I found these at the grocery store. Thank God. Okay, so as you guys saw, I totally forgot to film most of last weekend. Honestly, it just ended up getting super busy and I just totally dropped the ball. So it's actually the next weekend now. It's Easter weekend. As I was talking about in my video, this is the weekend that I am here by myself because I only have 3 friends. But I am going on yet another Bumble BFF date, so I am so excited. This girl is actually arranging for like a bunch of Hoboken Bumble BFF girls to get together for like a lunch at her place. and I think we're going to either go sit by the water and drink some seltzers, or she said that she has a patio, so we might hang out at her place. I'm not really sure how much I'm going to film because it can be awkward to film like people that you just met for the first time. But my plan for the rest of the weekend is to come back here. I think tonight I want to go over a little bit of the pros and cons of working fully remote. That's actually a separate video that I want to do. My friends requested that I do that for this video, so I'm just going to add that in and chat a little bit about that later when I'm home with nothing to do. And then I think outside of that, I'm just going to hang out tomorrow. Some people get back, so I think I'm gonna bake cookies and dye Easter eggs. But if no one's around, I'm just gonna do it by myself because it sounds like a fun thing to do. So here is the fit. Very casual. I'm just wearing like a gray tank top and then jeans. And I'm gonna throw like a light jacket on because I think it's gonna be like 70 today, but by the water it can get a little windy, so that's the fit. And okay, so I just got back from lunch with this girl from Bubble BFF. It was super fun. We hung out at her apartment, had some drinks, and then just walked around the waterfront here in Hoboken. So I just got back. It was beautiful out today. It was like the perfect temperature of 70 and sunny and amazing. So I am going to start my HelloFresh. Have a sheet pan Dijon onion chicken crunch chicken tonight for dinner. But I want to just, before I end this video, talk a little bit about working from home and what that's like, because as I said, my home friends kind of requested it and a couple other people were interested. And if you guys are actually like interested in that, I can make a separate video all about that. I just wasn't sure because not a lot of people work from home, but yeah, I can make that a separate video too. I have my camera set on 6 books, a candle, an entire container of orzo, and then a cup. That's what my camera's on right now. So, pros and cons of working from home. Let me get all this out first because it's loud. So I started working in August 1st of 2020. And my company has always been fully remote. Not always, but since I started, they've been fully remote. We do not even have like an office at all, even if we wanted to go in. When we meet in person, we either meet at our CEO's house, which is about an hour from here, or we have met at a couple like different places. We did this like cooking thing together, so we took a cooking class, and that was about 30 minutes away from where I am now. So we don't have an office at all. We are fully remote, and that's how it's been ever since COVID for them. They have not had an office, and right now they don't have a plan at all to go back into being in person. I like being remote, I would say. So the reason I wanted a remote job, just so you guys know, was because I knew that I wanted to move to Hoboken after graduation. Obviously, like, got gypped my junior and senior year of college, COVID and everything. I just didn't get to have that like fun bar young scene. So Hoboken had that. So I knew I wanted to live here, and I applied to a bunch of jobs in New York City, and then a couple that were just remote. And I ended up picking my current company, and we are fully remote, which I thought was fine because it gave me a lot of freedom to not have to move at a certain time frame, and I could take my time finding an apartment. So all of that was a huge pro for me, and I like to be able to have freedom. So like if next year I decided I randomly wanted to move to, I don't know, trying to come up with a random city, Chicago, I could up and leave and go there and still work for my company. I am like a super indecisive person, so being able to not be like committed to a certain, I dropped a green bean, being able to not be committed to a certain location was a definite pro for me. Outside of location freedom, I also really wanted to work remote so that last summer I could work from my grandparents' house. They have a house down in Long Beach Island, and this summer I also definitely plan to be there for a majority of the summer just because I love the beach, and I couldn't imagine like being confined to a certain location and not being able to go to the beach in the summer. That just sounds horrible. So being able to like work from my grandparents' house and then have that like hour at lunch to just like sit out by the pool, and even like I could work by the pool too, because obviously it's at their house, so there's Wi-Fi and stuff, and there's like an actual table. I wouldn't take meetings from out there, but I could like do tasks and stuff from the pool. Another reason that I like working from home is that I get to sleep in an extra hour, and I feel like I have a very good work-life balance. That was something that was super important to me. I would not define myself as the type of person who like is gonna hustle for a job and like work 100 hours a week. That's just not me. I'm a busybody and I'm always working, But if it's the same task like over and over again, I'll just get burnt out and bored super quick. So having a work-life balance is amazing. I don't have to get up until like 8, 10 in the morning, and I am done with work, you know, by like 5, 5:30, 6 every day, and then I can just have like 4 or 5 hours until I have to go to bed, because I don't have to go to bed super early because I don't have to get up till 8, 10, even though I do get in bed by like 9 every single night because I'm a loser. But that's definitely a pro, is not having to commute. So obviously working from home anywhere, having work-life balance, because I'm able to sleep in the morning and be home right after work. And of course during the day I have an hour lunch break, so I'm able to like go walk by the water, sit outside, do stuff. I can go to a cafe, I can kind of switch where I'm working from all the time, which is nice. And then I would say the main cons working from home, the big one, obviously the reason that I'm on Bumble BFF is because I don't really have friends. I know 3 people here, and I definitely get really jealous. A lot of my friends have like a ton of coworkers their age, and they do happy hours and stuff all the time in the city after work. Or like they'll do dinners, they hang out, and they become like actual close friends. So I do wish that I had something like that. Definitely makes me feel like I am missing out slightly by not having a job that's in person, or not having like maybe a job at like a bigger company that has a ton of people, because there's only 10 of us. We're really small. Which is also something that I really liked about my company. That's why I picked it, was because it's so small. But I definitely get jealous of companies that are bigger and like have, you know, more coworkers. Outside of it being hard to like make friends and have coworkers, I do love having a routine. So being able to like go into an office every couple days, or like every day. I definitely would never want to do every day, but like twice a week would be nice, or even once a week. Having that like routine of getting out of the house. I always feel like I am home all day every day, which is why I got Tito, because it was just getting really repetitive, and I felt like I was constantly bored, and I didn't really like to be home after work, which was really hard because all my friends that are in the office just want to come home and be home, and I end my day and I want to like leave home. So that was definitely interesting. But I got Tito to kind of help with that feeling, and he's definitely helped, because whenever I'm like bored, I just play with him, and then it kind of gives me like a purpose of being home besides work. But obviously like I do go to cafes and stuff to fix that, because I like having that routine. So I do get out of the house and do things as well, even with Tito here now, because he can be home for a couple hours when I'm at the cafe. So yeah, those are pretty much the main pros and cons. I feel like I go into more detail, so if you guys are interested, if you're currently a senior and you're job hunting and you're curious of what a fully remote position is like, definitely let me know, because that's totally a video that I can make. Tito loves sitting in the window, but he's like still like really afraid of everything. So I'm cooking right now, and he just keeps looking at me like nervously, like, am I allowed to be here, Mom? What you doing, handsome? You're so cute. Look how yummy. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I'm about to enjoy this fabulous gourmet HelloFresh meal. I'm actually starving, so I'm very excited. But I will see you guys in my next video. Love you all. Bye.